Hi guys, I'm Eileen. Welcome to my channel. So today I want to share with you the 10 best luxury items that you can get to build a luxury collection. Now obviously this is just based on my personal experience, so these recommendations are just my opinions, but I do have a few suggestions for you. First of all, try to get items that can really fit into your lifestyle and your wardrobe, because you want to make your money with, and it's great if you can make a lot of use out of these items. So try not to get items that you can only use for special occasions. Ideally, you want to get something that you can use all year round and great for both formal and casual occasions. My second suggestion is consider classic options. Now when I was selecting items for this video, I noticed a lot of items that I reach for are classic pieces. Now I'm not saying that you should always restrict yourself to classic collection, but classic pieces do really stand the test of time and never go out of fashion. And in the future, if you decide they are not for you, the resale values tend to be quite decent. Lastly, I will keep the price range for this item at about £2,000, and I will not include things like a Birkin bag, because I know when I was starting my luxury collection, a Birkin certainly wasn't on my list. So I just want to keep this list as realistic as possible. My first recommendation has to be this Louis Vuitton Speedy Bandouliere 25 in the Damier Ebene canvas. I've had this bag for about 7 to 8 years now, and I still absolutely love it. Seriously, I've worn this so much, so cost per wear is really minimal. Now this is the smaller size of the collection, but I just think it's the perfect size for either everyday use, weekend shopping, or even as a travel bag. You can definitely fit a lot in this bag, so I'll just show you what I can fit in the bag. So I carry a mini iPad, a water bottle, a diaper, some wipes, my wallet, Mini Pochette, sunglasses, some tissues, my headset, and my coin purse. So you can see it certainly fits so much, but at the same time it's actually a little compact bag, and I love that. This is certainly my favorite material from Louis Vuitton. You really do not have to baby this bag. It's waterproof and very scratch resistant. Again, I've had this for about 7 years now and it's still looking amazing. I wear this all year round, and I'm quite comfortable carrying this bag even when it rains. So if you are considering your first luxury handbag, I would say this is a strong contestant. If you're looking to get your first Chanel handbag, I think the mini flap is the perfect option. This basically looks like the classic double flap, but it's quite a bit cheaper. The reason I include this bag is, as beautiful and classic as the Speedy 25 is, it's probably not the perfect bag for a very dressy event like a wedding or a dinner. Whereas the Chanel mini flap, it can look very casual when you wear it as a crossbody bag, but when you wear a dress, this can look lovely and very feminine as a shoulder bag as well. The one I have is in the black pattern leather, so it looks a bit playful, but if you can manage to get one in the caviar leather, that will look very classy. This obviously will not fit as much as the Speedy 25, but it's more than enough to carry all my essentials. I've used this bag so much more than my classic double flap, and between the two bags, if I have to pick one, I would say this is certainly the keeper. If you're trying to build a luxury collection, I would really recommend this Valentino flat. Now as I mentioned before, try to get items that can really fit into your lifestyle, and for me, I don't wear heels a lot, so I rather spend my money on flats. These are just so beautiful, and I like the fact that they have this pointy toe design. This design really makes your legs look more elongated. They are just so beautiful, and I cannot recommend them enough. They are just so wearable, comfortable and versatile. Now I usually wear them casually, but I think they are also very appropriate for parties and weddings. And if you are looking to get your first pair, I would suggest to go for a neutral color, and I just really love this nude color. It goes with absolutely everything, and even now I already have a few pair of shoes. I'm still gravitated towards neutral colors because I just want all my shoes to be able to go with anything in my wardrobe. I think a trench coat by Burberry is a great piece to look into when you're building a collection. I know when I started building my collection, I didn't really look at the ready-to-wear. I focused a lot more on bags and accessories, and I know it's the same for a lot of people. But I just think this coat is worth looking into even at the beginning of your luxury journey. First of all, it's very well made. The quality is amazing. I've had this for a number of years now and it's still looking fantastic. And this design is timeless. It will never go out of fashion, so you can certainly wear this in 10 or 20 years to come. This works very well in my wardrobe. I wear this pretty much all year round apart from when it's boiling in the summer. So in the spring, I will wear this with like a t-shirt and a pair of skinny jeans. And now it's winter in the UK, so it's quite cold. So I will still wear this, but I'll make sure I put on a thicker jumper and I'll probably add a scarf as well. And this colour obviously is very neutral, so I think you'll find it very easy to pair this with any outfits. In terms of accessories, I think a Chanel brooch is a fantastic piece to add to your collection. And if you're fairly new to Chanel, I think a brooch is a good starter piece to get into the brand. Now the prices of these can vary quite a lot, so I have two in my collection. So the plain one was about £230 and then the crystal one was about £260. So they are certainly at the lower price range of the spectrum because I know there are pieces that can go up to £1,000. Now I know spending £300 on a brooch can seem very excessive, but I think these brooches are very good at elevating and complementing your outfit, especially if you're wearing something very plain, and when you put this on, you will instantly look more sophisticated. And I feel even if you only have one in your collection, it can add a lot of versatility in your wardrobe. If you watched my video before, you probably know that I love jewelry, so I certainly cannot skip this category. And I also don't buy a lot of costume jewelry, so if I was to start my collection again, I will still save up longer to buy fine jewelry. I will also go for a necklace because it is something that I can wear every day, and I really recommend the Sweet Alhambra collection from Cleef and Arpels. And for your first piece, I would suggest to go for the rose gold pendant because it is a lot easier to look after. So I wear mine every day, even in the shower. I only remove it every few months for a bit of polishing. This necklace is very dainty and it has a very simple design, so I think it is perfect for everyday use and as your first piece of necklace. Now the craftsmanship of Van Cleef is exquisite, so you really cannot go wrong with their pieces. And this is a fantastic starter piece. So the price of this is about what you will pay for if you buy a few pair of Chanel costume earrings. And for myself, I would definitely go for this option any day. I will also recommend adding a pair of diamond earrings in your collection. Now the ones that I'm wearing are from Tiffany & Co. and they are in rose gold. And I've been enjoying them so much. Now with earrings like this, you can pretty much wear them every day with any outfits and for any occasions. They are just so simple and understated, but at the same time shiny and beautiful. And obviously, diamonds are timeless, so in the future, you can even pass this down to your children and I'm sure they'll be very appreciated. There are so many options that you can go for when it comes to diamond earrings, so they don't necessarily have to be the Tiffany ones. But I just think having a pair of classic diamond earrings is a fantastic way to start your luxury collection. Now, it will certainly take you longer to save up, and along the way, it can be quite hard to say no to the beautiful and cheaper costume earrings, but I truly believe these are so much more wearable even in 10 and 20 years to come. So if you are looking to get your first luxury item, but if you're not too sure about spending a lot of money on a handbag just yet, then a small leather good is a good way to introduce yourself to a certain fashion house. I think a lot of people use their small leather goods every day, so you'll be sure that you are putting your item to good use. And obviously, they are a lot cheaper compared to a handbag. Now, I love my Louis Vuitton Mini Pochette, so I use this as my cosmetic pouch, and it carries my hand cream, sunscreen and lip balm. I like the fact that it can carry a lot, but at the same time, it's very compact and flat. So I carry this in most of my handbags, and I think it's a fantastic piece for travel as well. For a small leather good, because you'll be reaching for it a lot, I think it's better to get it in a more durable material, and the Damier Ebene canvas is pretty much indestructible. I've had this for about 7 to 8 years, and I really can't see any wear and tear apart from a bit of scratches on the hardware. Also, when you get a small item like this from a certain designer brand, you will more or less get the feel of how their products will work for you. So for example, I have been really enjoying this item, so I knew if I was to get a Louis Vuitton handbag, I would want it in the Damier Ebene canvas. That's why I got my Speedy B 25 in this material, and I really enjoy it. Another small leather good that I would really recommend is this Chanel Mini O case or the mini pouch. This one is a seasonal piece, so it has this gorgeous bright blue color and a pink CC logo. And the interior is made of this beautiful fabric. And this is in a textured calfskin leather. It's very soft and scratch resistant. So this basically is a pouch, and there's no compartment, it's just one big space. I like the fact that it's really compact and practical. So basically I can fit all my cards in there, and I can even leave my cash on the side. Now I like to keep my coins and my change separate from my main wallet, but if I'm in a rush, I'll just throw the coins in there as well and then sort them out after. Now this can actually fit in all my bags, and that's why I'll always recommend a small compact wallet, just so I can stick to the same wallet regardless of what bag I use. So the last item that I'll recommend if you're starting a luxury collection is a pair of sunglasses. I wear my sunglasses a lot, and they are always in my bag. I think if you can get a classic pair that can complement your face shape, then you don't need a huge collection. So these are from Gucci, and I got them at 40% off at the airport. So they have a very basic and simple design, and I like the fact that they are quite big and they feel very comfortable on my face. In my opinion, when you put on a pair of sunglasses, you instantly look more put together and glamorous, and I feel like they are great for days when you feel under the weather and you don't want to put on a lot of makeup. Now if you're looking to add your first pair of sunglasses, I'll suggest to not go for very trendy design. Obviously, you can include them in your collection later, but for your first pair, try to go for something that can go with a lot of outfits in many years to come. So those are the 10 items that I would recommend if you are starting a luxury collection. But obviously, everyone's wardrobe is different, so I'm very interested to know what is your suggestion. Thank you so much for watching. If you liked the video, give me a thumbs up, consider subscribing. I will see you in my next one. Have a good day.